Hey everybody, it's Dr. Green, the Road Scholar, coming back at you. I'm going to go ahead and run down a few things because I had one of my viewers was questioning how, well, he basically said that there's no way I could be making $2,000, $2,300 a week, $2,400 a week on the per mileage thing. Well, first of all, I said whatever I was making, let me explain. Yes, you can. It's easy. I don't know where he's getting his math from. But if you go look at my other video, I taught you how to figure out how much money you're making per mile and how much money it costs you to drive per mile. If you go back and watch that video, I broke down all the numbers. You can figure out that it cost me 92 cents a mile to drive. Current fuel prices. He said if I'm making $1.12, so I'm going to add this up, $1.12 plus 66 cents a mile fuel surge, I'm only making $1.78. After all expenses and everything, there's no way I can be clearing the money I am. Okay, it's $1.78. If you go back to my other video that says how much you're making per mile, you will realize I went through all the calculations. I showed you that I'm making 92 cents. I'm spending 92 cents a mile, which means I'm making 86 cents a mile. 86 cents times, let's say 550, because that's about how many miles I average a day. 0, 0, 33, 0, 0. 74. That's $473 a day. $473 times $5. Or times 5 days. That's a 5, carry up my 1. 5 times 7 is 35, plus the 1 is 36, carry up my 3. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 3 is $2,365. That's if I only do $5.50 a day, which is what I'm going to say. I'm just going to go ahead and round it down. So yes, you are correct. That's exactly how much I'm making. He says, well, after my expenses and everything, guys, I already taught you how to figure out how much money you're spending per mile. You take up all, and you go back and look at my other video that shows it. I'm not going to get that math again on this one because that's what this video is not about. But if you take out all your expenses for the each day, your truck payment, mine's about $75, actually about $60 a day. Anyway, you take that out. You take out how much your equipment costs you per day. You take out your bobtail insurance per day. You take out your maintenance per day. You add all of that numbers up and everything, right? Then you divide that by how many miles you drive in a day. Again, I was roughly writing about, actually when I did that, I rounded about 550, which I'd sometimes do 600. But that tells me that that's how much money I spend per mile, which was 92 cents a mile. After I added it all up and divided it by how many miles I drive a day, it came to 92 cents a mile. That's how much I'm spending. If you don't know that, which I guess the guy who commented didn't go see that video, so he's assuming that I'm spending more than 92 cents a mile for every mile I drive, which means it's telling me he doesn't understand that. He doesn't know how much money he's spending per mile. So he's looking at it going, there's no way you can make this kind of money. I'm subtracting the 92 cents a mile, which is leaving me 88 cents a mile. I just have it written down. Which is leaving me 86 cents a mile times 550 miles times 5 days. You go calculate it up if you want to. You run the numbers. It comes out to about 2,365. Most days I do a little bit more than 550. 550 would be if I stopped right off at the 10-hour mark. What I do is I drive. When I hit the 10-hour mark, I start looking for parking. So I start getting, I usually get more than 550 miles. I usually get about 600. But you know what? I'm not going to argue. Even at 550 mile, $2,365 a week. And actually it's a little bit more than that because I'm saying 5 days. Then you shut down for 34 hours, you're back out on the road again. So it's a little bit more than that. Like I was telling, about $2,500 a week. You can argue with it all you want to. You can say I'm not really doing it, but I will edit it. I will go back to my other videos, about 3 or 4 videos ago. I explained how to calculate how much money you spend per mile. And you need to do that, write down the numbers and everything, then you know how much money you're making. What it is a lot of people come to work for DART and everything, and they get out here and they're doing their $40 cash events here, and they're spending some money on this, and they're spending money on cigarettes, and everything, but they're not writing it down. And at the end of the week, after they went through about five or six or about 3 or 4 of those $40 jumps and everything, and your checks are coming out $120 to $160 shorter, and then you go back and calculate how much money you had to spend on your fuel because you didn't stop at the fuel stops that they recommended and everything, and then you get to come back and go, you're not making that much money. I am. I really am. And just to show, because I know the way the guy worded this, the way he worded what he was saying, he wasn't being mean. He literally thinks I'm lying. So but he worded it to where, and I know how some of you viewers are on here, when someone words something towards me or something, I have a lot of people that jump in here and start, that's why I took his comment off. I'm not ignoring his comment. I just don't want some of y'all thinking he was being, I understand what he's doing. He's not understanding my numbers or something. So that's the reason I made this video, to explain to him exactly how it runs down and how much money I make and why I'm making this much money. If he has another comment, please, if you're, the thing is, again, maybe I just need to show a picture of one of my statements, pay statements. I hate doing that because I'm not really good, because I know my camera has a hard time focusing in on it and stuff, and people complain when I tried to do it before they couldn't read the numbers and everything, and then sometimes I'll forget to cross out something and personal information. But you know what, I guess next day or two, I'm going to go back over my last few statements and everything. I'm going to post them on here so that y'all can see it. I'm going to take a day maybe, or a few hours anyway, to go make sure that none of my personal information is visible or anything. But I'll go ahead and post those for y'all on the next video, and just to show, because I don't want anyone thinking I'm lying to them out here. It's not going to help me to lie to you. It will hurt my reputation, and I don't see a reason to do that. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.